Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of T-Dog RC, and as you can see we're down at the flying field and it's time to maiden this beauty. So this is the H-King PC6 Porter made by BQ Models. First time obviously today, so what I'm going to get done is I'm going to get the engine started, taxi it around the runway a bit, get it feel for the ground handling, and then we'll get it up and see how it gets on. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Okay, let's go for it, guys. Took off very easily. Bit of right trim needed, needs a bit of down trim. I think that's about there. Took off on about a third throttle. I've got a bit of a problem with, I need to adjust the throttle trim basically. It's it either wants to cut out or it wants to go, so. Oh, no, we're dead stick. Here we go then, forced landing. Well, that's okay for a dead stick landing. So let's get it back, get it restarted, and we'll try it again. Do you know what? It's actually getting pretty low on fuel, amazingly. So. That might have even been the issue. So go back to base, just fuel it up. Okay, here we go, second flight. Let's keep it close just in case the engine cuts out. Okay, get my breath back.
4 minutes.
Nearly had a bit of a moment then when I started it. It was on quite high throttle and I only just managed to grab it, so you do have to be careful with these things for sure. You know, it's different to electric where you can obviously not put the throttle on until you're on the runway. But anyway, managed to catch it and we're on for the second flight. I think it's more or less trimmed out now. Flying nicely, nice and stable. Takes off really quick, as you would expect really, with it being a STOL aircraft. Still wants to go to the left a little bit. Bring it in a little bit lower for the camera. Sounding good. See the Red Bull logo there on the wings nicely. Yes sir, it's up. Throttle it back a bit. I've got to be very careful with the throttle because of the trim's out. I need to adjust it, I think, on the actual servo itself. So if I pull back on the stick, I've got full trim, full throttle on the trim. But if I pull the stick back, it'll cut out. So I'm gonna have to manually adjust it. Well, there she goes. Flying nicely. Right, let's get ready for a landing then. Maiden flight, more or less, so just want to check it flies really, get it trimmed up, which is what I've done. It's going to come in quite fast, I think. I have got flaps on it, but I'm not trying those just yet, I don't think.
Telemetry lost, telemetry recovered.
Oop. Okay, so maybe we do need the flaps. Can't remember which switch I've got them on. Well, it's dead stick now, so no, it's not. Try and bleed off that speed. Come on. Yes. Woo. It's down. That's a bit of a hairy one, I've got to say, especially when I started the engine. Oh, you got to love it though. That's why we do this hobby, I think. Just certainly get the adrenaline going at times. So anyway, there we are, successful maiden of my H-King PC6 Porter. By the way, using the AG01 gimbals on here, very nice feel. Onboard glow works an absolute treat. I've actually ended up, just because there's no one here, getting the starter motor on the field so I could just start it straight on the strip when it cut out. And yeah, flew nicely. So just got to sort that throttle out, and I think we're going to be in a good place with it. So as always, hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching. If you're into fixed wing RC, whether it's stuff like this, nitro, Balsa, foam, EDFs, then please help me out by giving me a like and giving me a subscribe. Trying to get my subscribers built up, as we all are, so I'd really appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything, and I'll see you soon for the next one.